checker side of 1858 and on the filter side of 1859. So I will start sharing my screen, and you guys can watch it. Can everyone see my screen now?
Not yet, sir. Now it's okay, sir.
Gotcha.
Okay, great. So now everyone can see my screen. So I'm pulling the task on my checker account. Which one account is not working? I'll log into another checker account, so we don't need to wait for the task to be downloaded. Can someone send me a checker account that can pull in 1858? Messenger. All right, I will just get another account. Give me a sec, guys. One of my account has download fail. All right, I got one. Thanks, Carlos. All right, actually, my account downloaded task successfully. All right, I'll start now. Sorry for the delay. Can everyone see my screen now? I believe so. So, okay, so now I'm on the checker side of 1858. There are many tasks being reported. So at this point of the project, guys, we don't need to go to the details and decide if your task is wrong or the neighbor task is wrong. So at this point, guys, especially when you get a task like this, you just need to follow the neighbor task and finish everything just in this kind of task. Just follow the neighbor task and get this down with follow the neighbor task and get this done. So you don't need to go to the details to hesitate to decide if this is a bare land, if this is a shrub, right? So in this point, this is just follow the neighbor task. If there's no neighbor, then you can do a little bit of editing to make it better. So in this case, so this task, just follow the neighbor and get it done very fast. Don't waste too much time to report. Just follow the neighbor and get it done. All right. So this is a filter account. I'll close it for now. And let's get another one. So here, so there's another neighbor that gets the there's another neighbor synced. So at this point, this neighbor marked this as grass. So I'll just follow this neighbor to mark the grass. Okay. So and for this one, this one here as well. Just follow the neighbor. And when you do the calling, guys, when you do the calling to follow with the neighbor, try to make your calling natural. What that mean natural is like this. All right. So it's like you don't cut something like this with a right angle. Don't cut something like this. This is not natural. So when you try to cut something to match with neighbor, just click a few more points to make the line like a natural stuff. So that is how you should do when this is when you need to cut to match with neighbor. Okay, so you don't need to, because this is very ambiguous cases. Okay, all this stuff, all these nature features on the mountain, they are very ambiguous. So we cannot be 100% sure if this is shrub, if this is bare land. So in this case, at this point, let's just follow with the neighbor to fix your task, connect them, connect with the neighbor, and then get this task done as fast as possible. As you can see, I will try to avoid report neighbor. I have tested for the for a few hours, and I only report 1 or 2 tasks, I think, for those unfixable issue that I cannot fix. So, all right, let's see here. So for this task here, same thing, right? So you just need to so for this task here, this is grass. So we cannot be sure, and sometimes it's very hard, especially when your neighbor gives you like this. So I will connect with them. Just connect and make it down, make it connected, and submit. Let's see this one. So I'll just for this one, I'll just do the topology check. All right. So here is the boundary arrow, and just make your task or forest, and something here. Let's do a topology check again. So here he cut a little bit of grass at here. So make it like this. And if you get the reported with Chinese on it, you can. It's just ask you to fix the reporting. Okay, it's just ask you to fix the reporting, and you can just do the topology check and follow it. And if after you fix everything, then that's good to go. All right, you don't need to do any more checkers work, and just follow this neighbor to make your tasks done. All right, so that's it. That is all we need to do actually. Continue here, right? So very simple. Just connect with the grass with the neighbor, and as you can see, when I cut here, I make it very smooth and natural. All right, this is how we should cut. Instead of, so guys, try when you connect with neighbor, don't cut with like this. Don't cut like this. This is not natural. This is wrong. So cut like what I did. Oh shoot. So cut like this. Cut like what I did here. It doesn't need to be precise, but the shape just to be more natural. And then do the topology check. All good. So submit. Very fast. No need to push back, and no need to report neighbor. And this one, it's all good. All right. So this one here. So you just need to change this one to shrub to connect with this neighbor, and then do the topology check and submit. All right. So is this clear? Can everyone understand what you need to do for the checkers walk in 1858? All right. So this one got pushed back because of the. So I'll just cut this one, everything, with the shrub. So at what I'm saying here, I can follow this boundary, right, and cut this, and then let's do the photo check. It's good. Sync again, and then submit. So if you get this neighbor task right here, all right, guys, if you get the neighbor task right here, you just need to connect with here, all right, and to make your life easier, I will merge this one, so you don't need to cut a little small piece. Just follow the neighbor and get your task done. All right, so this one, I think this one is good. Good, so I can submit. So that is how we should do the checkers walk on the 1580 on the 1858, and also the labeler and checkers walk in 1559 as well. All right, so so this is going to be two work that we're going to do. How we're gonna follow this work requirement to finish 58 checker and 59 labeler and checker as well. It's going to be very easy and very simple, and you will fast it up very fast. You will make it very fast. So let's do the topology check to see if there's any neighbor. No, that's good. So I'll submit. Oh shoot. Yeah. So basically we only check for the obvious big arrow and majorly the neighbor connecting issue, and that is what we should focus on to fix it. And then let's do the border check. There's still one more boundary arrow. Okay. So I'll just leave this one as shrub as well. So now this task is also being fixed. Okay, submit. Can everyone understand what we need to do for this project? There are times that we have 3 different neighbors with 3 different colors categories. Oh yeah. Yeah, so you can, in that case, you just need to cut from the corner of the task. Cut from the corner of the task like this, right? And cut from here, and then make it different categories. And if you cannot fix it, and try to limit your reporting, All right, so this one is good. So I'll just submit. So that is how we're gonna do for 1858, the remaining task for 1858 and 59. Okay, now as you guys understand how you should do for the checkers walk, now I'm going to switch to the no reporting of neighbor as much as possible. So now I'm going to switch to the filter side of 1859 to show you guys how to approve as many tasks as we can instead of push it back, including the neighbor connecting issue. All right, so let's get started. All right, so for this one, because I pulled it a while ago, so I'm going to sync my neighbor task first. And at this point, I just check if the system result is being consistent. So for now, for me, this is not very consistent. All right, so in this case, I'm going to just merge this one to forest. Make everything to forest, because they are the same category, right? They are the same category. And for this one, make it to Bearland as well. And this one clearly is Bearland. So just fix this big arrow, and for this one, if your neighbor is already here, then you don't need to bother to fix it. All right, just leave this as a shrub with the neighbor together. then the task is done and I can submit. Now, let's see another one. So clearly, this is very clear, right? This is the agriculture, and it should be all grass. So just do the poly check. I don't see any error here. Okay, footprint overlap. Didn't press in. Let's check again. Okay, that's good. So I'll submit. Oh, shoot. And this one, accept system result as much as possible, and then connect with your neighbor. Do the topology check. Nothing comes up, then submit. Because for me, they are pretty consistent, and it connects with neighbor as well. So I'll submit. This one, check the quality of the the land cover feature, the nature feature in your area. That looks good. That looks good. And no need to go to the details. Do the polish check. If there's any neighbor connecting issue, no, submit. All right. It's actually very, very simple. And for this one, I will go into details a little bit more to check for any big inconsistent. And that's actually pretty good. For this one, I will cut it here to make this as built-in. Okay, then do the topology check. So most likely the urban task won't have any won't have any neighbor connecting issue. Okay, so there is, oh, that's funny. We need to take a look of this task. This task is a little bit too wrong. So in this case, we just need to, well, this is not supposed to be like this. So in this case, I'm going to cut this grass. I'll just delete it, all right? So the easiest way to fix this is just delete and fill in this area. So let me just do the topology check again. Where's overlap? Okay, I will check this task to make sure we won't get any big error like this in next when we'll. All right, so for this urban task, let's see. So for this is grass, right? So just use the grass to here, boundary arrow, cut it out, and sorry, merge it. Parking. Okay. Driveway. All right. Okay, so it should be good. Let me do a topology check. One more. Now this should be good. Okay, good. So let's check the remaining So for this kind of task, you can actually just push back, all right? When you get urban task like this, let's push back and let's see, there's any obvious error. Not really, to be honest, the result are actually pretty good. So in this case, I will submit. We got the benchmark for 15 seconds for approved task and 7 seconds to push back task. So if you are going to push back, make sure you push back quickly without too many hesitation. And as far as I'm saying here, because most tasks, they are actually in a pretty good result, and we don't need to do much editing for those tasks. So sometimes most of the tasks I'm doing here, I don't need 15 seconds. So sometimes it is okay to spare off some of your time to some of the urban tasks to make it approvable, and then you can just approve. And like some task of this is very easy to spot the big arrow, and the system results very good. All you need to do, you don't need to fix anything, just do the topology check. If it's good, then submit, right? So you spend like 5 seconds for this task, do the topology check, and then do the topology check, and then you can submit. And then if you got a task like this, okay, so in this case, do the topology check first. And there will be some missed area. Where is it? Oh, here. So this is driveway. Just fill in the gap, and then when you do the check, do quick, right? Only look for the obvious arrow. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's pretty good, right? So nothing for us to fix actually in this kind of task. It's been a good result. So maybe you can merge this one to forest that is not consistent, and then submit. Pretty easy and good to fix. So for this task, I'm probably gonna spend like 20 to 30 seconds to fix. But in those rural tasks that I have done, I spent much less time than that. So I can spare some time to this kind of to some of this urban task and to approve it. Right, for this gap around the residential building, you can just fill in with grass for them. Right, this is very small, and it doesn't matter with the category you are filling. But for this water, guys, make sure this is not water. This is just the shadow or the grass in the middle of the forest. So in this case, you can just fix it. And the rest of it is pretty easy. Around the residential building, you can do very quick editing. There's one here that can be cut and change it to building. And rather than that, rest of it looks pretty easy and good. So for this one, this looks like
it's a track and field.
Yeah, so this is unpaved sports ground. So this is some error that we need to fix. This is an unpaved sports ground. In this case, change the category for it. And now this task is down. Do topology check again, and we can submit. Okay, so that will be all for today's training. Actually, it's very easy, and I don't, that's I'm just showing you guys how to lower the quality requirement, how to speed up your work, so you can make your work much easier. And when you get a task like this, if this is good, then don't try to not touch, especially on the filter side, try to not touch the neighbor, try to not touch the features that is on the boundary of the task. All right, and this will avoid the people who gets the neighbor task getting the error. If that is okay, all right, like this is totally fine, right? And categories are being correct. However, this is not this water. Yeah, this is water. So in this case, no, this is not water. So this is just building. So try to not touch around the neighbor. And this could be a water. Yeah, this could be a water. So I will leave this one here. But other than that, try to not touch the features on the neighbor. It's on the filter side. All right, guys. Let's make it clear. So this will make you if everyone can follow this principle, we can everyone can have a much less work, and you will work it very fast. So I'm just making some unnecessary changes. Do the portal check. Good. So submit. So do you guys have any questions so far? Yes, we can report neighbor for wrong tagging of agriculture, wrong tagging of the unpaved sports ground, etc. So, but it's very important that, but other than that, some small errors or some like ambiguous cases, just follow the neighbor, all right? Especially on the 1859, where there's an area that all the Landcover features are very ambiguous. So in that case, just follow the neighbor and don't report. It will make your work much faster. I have sent the benchmark before. So the labeler is the same as we did the impervious project. It will be, for the labeler, it's 1 minute per task. And I believe, with this lowered quality requirement, we can finish it in 30 seconds for all tasks, I believe. All right. Any more questions? If none, then let's move everyone, to the checker side of 1858 for the checkers and temporary checkers. Others, you can stay on the filter side of 1859 and do the same work as I did. Pass as many tasks as you can, and try to not reporting any task. And we will, be finishing this project very soon. All right. If any more, if farmland, yes, any farmland has wrong color, we just label it as grass. If there's any more questions, for checkers, it's 30 seconds per task. It's 30 seconds per task, and I have showed you guys I spend much less than 30 seconds to pass the task. If there's no more questions, then let's go for the task. All right. If there's I wouldn't encourage. For filter, it's 15 seconds for the task being approved and 7 seconds for the task being pushed back. I would say, I wouldn't say 100% no more pushback, but try to limit your pushback if it's possible. Edit and pass is actually very fast, and you don't need to push back, in my opinion. All right, any more questions, guys? If not, then I'm going to dismiss the meeting, and let's get started. It's going to be a very, very interesting day. All right, goodbye, guys.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah,
Bye, sir.
no
Thank you,
problem.
sir.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Mga member ko, lipat tayo, ha? Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sorry, Kevin.